In life, many of us often tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow, or there's still plenty of time, no need to rush. These seemingly harmless phrases are quietly stealing our dreams and opportunities bit by bit. In today's world, where social media, news, and notifications constantly pull us in all directions, it's easy to lose our sense of time without even realizing it. But time is not just the ticking of the clock. It's the force that shapes destiny, the material that forms the future. Those who value time gradually rise to the heights of success. On the contrary, those who take time for granted remain stuck in place, or worse, live in regret. Time waits for no one. It passes silently, but leaves a clear mark on each person's life. Therefore, if you don't want to lose the precious opportunities life offers, learn to cherish every second. Don't wait until all the doors have closed to realize that what you lost wasn't just time, but a part of your future. Take action today, before it's too late. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a boy known for his laziness. He constantly procrastinated, even with important tasks. Despite his family and teachers' repeated advice about the value of time, he paid no attention. He wasn't worried about his future and saw nothing wrong with spending hours on useless things. As a result, he fell further and further behind in both school and life. Everyone around him gradually lost hope, while he remained immersed in indifference and delay. He watched his friends progress day by day, while he stood still. Yet this didn't prompt any change in him. He kept telling himself he still had time, that he would start tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. Then one day, a wise man visited the village. He was famous for his knowledge and profound advice. Villagers flocked to him for guidance, and for the first time in his life, the boy felt a desire to change. He thought, if I can learn something from him, maybe I'll become better. And that was the first turning point, when a lazy soul began to crave awakening. Dispersed, the boy timidly approached the wise man sitting in the park. With sad eyes, he said, I feel like a failure. I'm always left behind. My friends, my classmates, they're all moving forward, but I'm not. I want to be better. Please show me the path to move ahead. The wise man looked at him kindly and replied, You feel lost because you don't value time. You keep procrastinating, wasting precious moments. To help you understand better, let me tell you a story. The boy listened intently as the story began. Long ago, there was a kind king who loved his people deeply. One day, he reunited with a childhood friend. But now, that friend was poor, unemployed, and no longer respected by anyone. He always blamed circumstances and others, never reflecting on his own faults. The king was saddened by this. He invited his friend into the palace and asked about his life. The friend sighed, I don't understand why everyone thinks I'm useless. They say I never complete anything on time. Now I don't know what to do. That was when the king offered a challenge, the beginning of a valuable lesson about time. After hearing his friend's woes, the king paused, then said, Today, I'll give you a chance. Before sunset, you may go to the royal treasury and take as much gold and jewels as you want. Whatever you carry out before the sun sets will be yours. The friend was overjoyed, thanked the king profusely, and rushed home to tell his wife. His wife was excited and urged him to go quickly, but he said, I'm so hungry, let me eat something first. She quickly prepared a meal, but he ate leisurely, as if there were still hours to spare. After eating, he felt sleepy and decided to lie down for a bit. In his mind, he thought, just a short nap, then I'll go. However, he overslept. 2 hours passed before his wife could wake him. Even though it was late afternoon, he was annoyed at being woken so early. Only then did he hurriedly grab some sacks and head to the palace. But the sun was hot, and after walking a bit, he chose to rest under a shady tree. The gentle breeze lulled him to sleep once more. When he awoke, the sun had set. He ran to the palace, only to find the gates closed. The golden opportunity had vanished. All because of seemingly harmless delays. Standing before the locked palace gates, the man collapsed in sorrow and regret. The chance to change his life had been within reach, but he let it slip away. Not due to bad luck, not because of others, but because he failed to value time. Every wait a bit, every just a moment, every there's still time, now turned into words he would regret for the rest of his life. The wise man stopped his story and looked at the boy. The boy said nothing. He didn't need an explanation. He understood. Shame and remorse welled up inside him. He thanked the wise man with genuine sincerity and promised to change. For the first time in his life, he felt deeply. Time is the most precious asset. Once gone, it can never be recovered. From that day forward, the boy began to change. He stopped procrastinating, started finishing tasks on time, and learned to use time wisely. Gradually, success began to follow. His family and friends saw a clear transformation and began to respect him. He felt happier and more confident, knowing he was finally on the right path, the path he had once lost simply because he didn't value time. From that story, the boy understood that time is even more precious than gold. Lost gold can be earned again, but lost time is gone forever. He realized that laziness and procrastination had cost him many valuable opportunities in the past, and if he didn't change, he would continue to lose even more, not just grades or achievements, but his entire future. His man gently said, "Only those who have wasted time truly understand its value, but unfortunately they only realize this after they failed." That sentence etched itself into the boy's memory. It made him think deeply. The wise man added, "If you respect time, it will reward you with success, happiness, and fulfillment. But if you waste it, time will take everything away." From then on, the boy learned to make the most of every moment, studying diligently, helping his family, living each minute fully with friends, and no longer letting tomorrow steal today's tasks. He understood that even a missed minute could cost him an entire train of opportunity. In the end, his life didn't change because of luck, but because he learned to seize time. And that, above all, was the true key to a meaningful and successful life. The boy who once procrastinated had now matured in both thought and action. From someone who always delayed, he became someone who cherished every moment. His life now had purpose, was full of energy, and progressed clearly day by day. Success didn't come from a miracle. It came because he learned to use humanity's most precious asset, time. His grandfather once said something thought-provoking. "Only those who have taken time for granted truly understand its value, but usually only after they've failed." It's a sad truth. Like a passenger who misses the train by just 1 minute, finally realizing how valuable that minute was. Or a student failing graduation by 1 point, suddenly seeing how precious a whole year can be. Time favors no one. It quietly slips by each day, and only those who know how to use it can rise. If you value time, it will grant you success, happiness, love, and fulfillment. But if you neglect it, time will turn away and leave you behind, with regret, failure, and missed chances that never return. Spend time with those you love. Study and work hard to pursue your dreams. Live a life without regret, starting right now. Ultimately, that story is not just a wake-up call for the boy, but a message for all of us. In this modern life full of distractions and busyness, many people still tell themselves, "I'll do it later, there's still plenty of time," or "I'll deal with it tomorrow." But the truth is, time waits for no one. If you want to live a fulfilling and meaningful life, the first thing you must learn isn't how to do more things, but how to use each precious moment well. Spend time caring for your family, truly listening to your friends, and chasing your dreams. Because the moments you have today will never return. People often only realize the value of time after losing it, like a passenger who misses the train by 1 minute, or like the friend in the story who lost a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because of a nap. But you don't need to fail to learn that lesson. You can start changing right now if you truly value the time you still have. Act today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Because success doesn't come from luck, it comes from the right choices made at the right time. And the best time is right now.